When our water heater broke down last month, it was a nightmare. It took 5 hours for the plumber to show up, and he charged us a couple of $100 just to come out. Then it cost another $1,800 to put in the new water heater. By the time it was all said and done, I felt like I'd been taken. But what else could I do?
The smartest thing you can do is get a home warranty from American Residential Warranty. Their home warranties pay to repair or replace all your major appliances when they break, and they will break, and at the worst possible time. Call American Residential Warranty right now for free information on home warranties starting at just pennies a day. Don't wait for your refrigerator to stop running or your ceiling fans to stop turning. Call American Residential Warranty right now. Ask how you can save up to 50% on washer and dryer coverage. Just call 1-800-616-8010. That's 1-800-616-8010. Again, 1-800-616-8010. Call now.
Did you ever look at the stains in your coffee cup and then realize that's exactly what happens to your teeth? Power Swabs is the 5-minute solution to get your teeth white without visiting the dentist. This is Ben Gordon with Power Swabs, and if your teeth are stained from coffee, tea, or smoking, all it takes is 5 minutes with Power Swabs. In 5 minutes, you'll see an average of 2 shades whiter teeth, and in 7 days, 6 shades. It's clinically proven to whiten natural teeth as well as caps and veneers. The secret is a tooth detergent that was developed by Dr. Martin Ginniger that lifts stains off of your teeth. Best of all, there's no messy strips or trays that you have to leave in your mouth for an hour. Just swab your teeth for 5 minutes and you're done. To try Power Swabs risk-free, call 1-800-291-5140. That's 1-800-291-5140. I guarantee your bright white smile will have your friends talking about how great you look. Try it risk-free today. 1-800-291-5140. That's 1-800-291-5140.
Tired of paying outrageous prices for Viagra? Well, we have great news for you. Now you can finally get Viagra at huge discounts. Healthy Man allows you to save up to $500 on Viagra. Why pay U.S. pharmacy prices of $15 per pill or more when you can get Viagra for less than $3 a pill? Call today and get 40 Viagra pills for only $99. This can cost as much as $600 at your local pharmacy. You can't afford not to call us. If you want Viagra at the lowest prices, never pay $15 a pill pharmacy prices again. Get Viagra for less than $3 a pill. Call 800-595-2614 today and save up to $500 and get 40 pills for just $99. Healthy Man is fast, easy, and affordable. Operators are waiting at 595-2614 to take your call now. Call 800-595-2614. That's 800-595-2614. Again, 800-595-2614.
Start training for a new career in as little as 18 days. National EMS Institute's innovative boot camp program will train you for a new career. Learn to respond to emergency situations and become a certified EMT in just 18 days. National EMS Institute guarantees 100% job placement. Visit www.nationaleMSinstitute.com today to learn more about our 18-day boot camp. Or call us at 1-800-497-6732. NationalEMSInstitute.com.
Stuck in a boring, low-paid job? By 2017, there will be a shortage of 2 million cybersecurity jobs worldwide. If you have a technical background but don't have a computer certification, you're being drastically underpaid. In months, you could be qualified for a new job in information technology, making real money with real job security. A new career is just a few clicks away at thecodeoflearning.com.
You're listening to The Rod Eccles Show.
You know, one of the things that I have to make a correction on, and as I said, when I am proven wrong about something, I'll be the first to admit it. And I know a few weeks ago I was trying to explain the difference between ISIS and ISIL. Now, I was partially wrong on that. in that I said that ISIL stood for the Islamic State in Libya, where you had ISIS was the Islamic State in Iraq and in Syria. But I was partially wrong on the ISIL part. And but if you go back a little ways, you'll see that this is why I say I'm only partially wrong. Because if you go back a little ways, you'll see that they were actually, when they started talking about ISIS and ISIL, they were talking about the potential of the Islamic State in Libya. And that's what I was basing my talk to you on, was going back a couple of years, talking about from what the administration and what the news and everybody else was talking about is what ISIL was, the Islamic State, before they started calling it ISIL, the Islamic State in Libya. But recently, what it has really become to mean, and it makes a lot of sense as well, and I think it's a lot of people are. I've noticed that it's been trending on Facebook, especially, and even in Google Plus, is talking about what the president was talking about last night, and why is he constantly saying ISIL when everybody around him, except for the White House, is saying ISIS? Why is he sticking to ISIL? In the way the president pronounces ISIL, he's making damn sure and making it damn clear that he is saying ISIL, not ISIS. Get the difference. Now, the L happens to stand for something called the Levant, which is a term that is used to describe a certain region. Now, if you actually extend it out to what the Levant really was supposed to talk about, it kind of included just about all of the Mediterranean. In fact, there are some references to the Levant as in encompassing Turkey and Greece, parts of Greece. The nation of Greece. But as the modern Levant is concerned, they're talking about mostly of the Eastern Mediterranean, which really encompasses or includes the state or country of Israel. That's done on purpose, because if you're talking about the Levant, as far as Israel is concerned, what you're really talking about is not calling it Israel, but calling it Palestine. Now, understand that there really isn't a Palestine. Now, the region has gone through a number of incarnations as far as the name. Palestine, Philistine. Now, if you go back in history, pre-Roman era, now you will know, if you actually look through history, that you'll see that Palestine or Palestinia in the Roman and ancient Greek is actually a reference to Philistinia or Philistine, which in the Bible, as we know, is one of the main enemies of the Jew or Israel, the Hebrew. Now, understand that there's a difference. There's a lot of differences here, folks. A lot of differences. And you have to understand that this president, he's not stupid. He understands it all. The guy is pretty smart, actually. There is a difference between the Jew and the Hebrew. See, Jewish or Judaism is the religious part. Hebrew is the ethnic part of a certain part of Jew. Jew is of the, Sammy Davis Jr. was a Jew. And you're probably looking at Sammy Davis Jr. Sammy Davis Jr. is a black guy. Right, but he was a Jew. He followed the Jewish faith. He was a Jew, but he was not a Hebrew. There's a difference. Moses and the first Israelites were Hebrew. Understand the difference. Therefore, you have the Hebrew who had an enemy called the Philistine. That was another ethnic group of people. Philistinia became known as Palestine after the fall of the Roman Empire. There really isn't or wasn't a Palestine. Because the land that Israel made up, the old Israel, was made up of a bunch of different tribes, and of which the Philistines were just one of. And therefore, Israel, even under Roman occupation, had its own borders and was recognized as a nation that was under the control of the Roman Empire. It had its own borders even then. And somehow, some way, throughout history, when you have... Look, this all ties back into the Crusades as well, later on in the Dark Ages. You know, you got some people talking about, well, the Crusaders, they were evil men trying to conquer. No, the Crusaders were there trying to take back land and cities and holy sites that were that belonged to the Israelite or the Jew and the Hebrew, as well as the Christian, before the Muslims were even a Muslim, before the Moors and the Arabs became and formed their own religion called Islam. Islam conquered all of that land by the sword. The Crusades were an opportunity and a way of trying to take back that original land, the Holy Land, back and put it back in the hands of the Christian and the Jew. Now, it failed somewhat. You know, it took a long time, but, you know, it still failed. But this whole notion that we're talking about ISIL, which now includes, he's doing it on purpose, talking about Israel in there, because it's a region that really much encompasses of what he's talking about. Now, as I said, Levant really encompasses a broader region than what the modern encompassation is. If you want to do a George Bush-ism, what the president and the modernists are talking about Levant is they're talking about Egypt, Jordan, Syria, Iraq, Israel, and certain parts of Turkey. You know, the southeasternmost parts of Turkey. That's the Levant. And that is why he keeps saying ISIL. Because also notice, it does not include Iran. The Levant, modern Levant, does not include Iran. You guys starting to understand this a little bit better now? Good. Well, before I continue with that, I want to bring out the next song that I had, because the first song that I played was it Solitary Life? Yes, Solitary Life. So, next one from the Chrisagis Brothers for this hour I want to play is called Wise Men Still Seek Him. Again, you can get all this music for purchase, and I think some of it might be downloadable for free. I'm not sure what they whatever they want to do. You can get more information about the Chrisagis Brothers music at ChrisagisBrothers.com. Now, they're not a sponsor of this program, and I know some people are probably thinking, well, I'm making it sound like they're a sponsor. No, they're not. They've just given me the use of their music from the bottom of their heart, and I really appreciate it, and so I want to support them for that. But we do have some new sponsors for the program, and it's one. I'm not going to say who they are. You'll start hearing their spots their spots run next week. I mean, it's just I'm excited about it, and we'll welcome them aboard, with open arms. But now the Chrisagis Brothers' next titled song, "Wise Men Still Seek Him." Give him a listen, and then visit ChrisagisBrothers.com.
Out of the east they came bearing the gifts from afar. Wise men of old sought their dreams on a